Janet, a scrap vehicle can fetch anywhere from $300 to $400 depending on the weight, but a Rochester man says his Chevy Tahoe was worth a lot more than that, and he wants to know how it was able to be scrapped by thieves before he could even report it stolen.
For about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
Rob Pecoraro of Rochester still isn't sure how it could happen. His 1999 Chevy Tahoe, seen in this photograph, had been stolen, towed to a scrapyard, and then crushed.
I have nothing now. I mean, the truck was worth almost $6 grand, and I'm out everything.
With the price of metal continuing to rise, police tell I-Team 10 they've seen a spike in auto thefts this year, where the cars end up at salvage yards. By the time Pecoraro learned his SUV had been stolen, it was too late.
I was furious. I was furious.
His truck was actually at a service station for repairs when the thief had it towed away. This is where it ended up, Metallico Krieger's Recycling on Portland Avenue, where they take in about 100 cars a week.
We do go out of our way to make sure that we do right by people.
Daniel Frank is the general manager and says they've been instrumental in helping police catch metal thieves.
In the chance that we do acquire a stolen vehicle, call the authorities, get them involved, and track down the line person who brought it in.
To have a car scrapped, you have to either show proof of ownership or fill out one of these state DMV documents called an MV-37, stating the car was abandoned on your property. You're also required to show a driver's license or passport. Ultimately, that document led police to their suspects. According to police reports, Brandon Capers is the man behind the scheme. While he hasn't been charged with stealing Pecораro's vehicle, he is now serving time in state prison for a similar offense. The report says Capers is believed to be involved in bringing numerous stolen vehicles to local scrapyards. Also arrested was George Durner, a man police say Capers enlisted to fill out the DMV form in return for a small cut of the money. Durner is now facing felony charges of forgery and falsifying records in Pecораro's case.
And I just don't understand why they can bring it to the junkyard without showing proof of ownership.
Pecoraro believes the scrapyard should have to hold the vehicle for a period of time before crushing it to make sure it's not reported stolen. Some other cities do require a waiting period. A few years ago, amid an epidemic of copper thefts, the city of Rochester worked with scrapyards and came up with regulations to better document who's bringing in materials. And while that may have helped police make an arrest in this case, Pecoraro says it's hardly justice.
Yeah, they made an arrest, but what good does that do me? That doesn't do me any good. I'm still out almost $6 grand.
Pecoraro didn't have any insurance on his Chevy Tahoe because he had transferred the plates and insurance to another vehicle prior to it being stolen. Police do send out a hot sheet to the scrapyards with the VIN numbers of recently stolen vehicles, but sometimes the recyclers don't get those updated reports until it's too late. Janet.
All right, Brett Davidson with that report tonight. Thank you.